Okay, indeed. Welcome back. Dr. Pedro Obaseki is the spokesman of the governorship candidates in the Edo governorship election. He is actually the Deputy Director General, Asue Ogie Governorship Campaign Council, and we've been having this interesting conversation with him from the beginning of the program. Again, once more, thank you very much, Dr. Pedro Obaseki. Now, to make progress on this matter, oh dear, this thing must be catching. You lost an earpiece. I guess you made me lose an earpiece myself. I'll put it back in. Okay.
I'm affecting you.
Yeah, indeed. So, let me go back to the point you made, one of the things we discussed about. And indeed, thank you, by the way, for the resume of Asue Godaro, who would, be in government house if the electorate is in agreement. You spoke about, you brought in quite a number of external characters. You spoke about the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory earlier, as indeed has your principal. He has said that people were misquoting him when he said that he would not be supporting him in this governorship election. He even alluded to the fact in news reports that that's not the understanding about his development agenda. Has he taken this around, and does everybody key into it? Does everybody understand it? Because the other candidate, much has been said about the fact that he's a grassroots man. He knows how to communicate at the one-on-one level, the grassroots level. Are you sure that your work has been done, your T's have been crossed, your I's have been dotted, and indeed the people of Edo State are ready to send you to State House?
Asue Godaro has been campaigning in Edo State for almost a year. And outside of that, he has been one of the recurring decimals in our governance space in 16 years. The person we don't know is Okpeholo. He's the APC candidate. We don't know him. We don't know about him. If I use Oshomole as the barometer, in literature we call it context question. Who said, when was it said, to whom was it said? I quoted Oshomole here, that Asue Godaro helped him in mapping his economic agenda for Edo State for 8 years. I'm quoting Adams Oshomole. I'm not saying anything that is not in the public domain. But Adams left government in 2016. This is 2024. Now, Godwin Obaseki gave Asue Godaro the onerous task to map the economic agenda of his own team. And every year, all the investments that are coming to Edo State are based on the recommendations of our Alagodaro Ilosiwaju Edo Summit. And the chairman and chief pilot of that whole matrix is Asue Godaro. So in the last 16 years, he has been part and parcel of our upward mobility as a people. Today, our IGRO has shot up, and per capita is the highest in Nigeria per capita. What does that reflect? It reflects that there is also an upward mobility in the gross domestic product of the people, and that will affect our purchasing power parity. We all know that Edo State is the first state in Nigeria to have moved to 40,000 minimum wage. We all know that Edo State in Nigeria, until Lagos State last month, has been the only one paying the 70% minimum wage, even before the Nigerian Labour Congress asked for it, since March 2024. We all know that the fight in Edo State is as a result of the unwillingness of the sitting governor to throw the treasury of the state to the less than 0.011% of political buccaneers. We all know. So we know who is on ground. The one who is not on ground is the just born, just trained, just grown-up welder called Monday Okpeholo. There is no, you Google it if you will find any of his business addresses in our state. But if I walk around, once I see Sterling Bank, I see Okpeholo. Once I see one bag of the Dangote flour, I see Asue Godaro. When I see people buy beer in Benin. We are also the highest consumers of beer per capita. So
can I take all of this?
Sorry,
can I take all of this to mean? I beg your pardon. Can I take all of this to mean?
Lies cannot continue. Let me tell you, my brother.
Can I take all of this to mean? I beg your pardon. One moment, please.
Yes.
Can I take all of this to mean that Asue is indeed going to address what people have referred to in Edo State as the complete collapse of education and its development in the state, even healthcare?
I wish people. No, Fulani, look, let me say, I will let you finish. I am going to say this quickly. Please use your Google now, and you will find out which state in Nigeria for the last 5 years have come out first or second in WAEC in Nigeria. Edo State, the only 10 person who struggles with us at times is Abia and Anambra. In JSS, last year and the year before, Edo State came on first in Nigeria. And
so you are challenging the contention.
I'm telling you now that Mr. Sanwo-Olu, governor of Lagos State, just said that he has styled the Lagos Excel over Edo Best. Will he be styling Lagos Excel on Edo Best if there's a failure in the educational sector? But when you are getting these lies from people who can't speak English, when you are getting these lies from people who can't express themselves, when you are getting these lies from people whose candidates believe that animals live in a museum and not a zoo, I will understand. I cannot have 2 PhDs and come here and you are telling me that Edo people, total collapse of education sector. I am quoting statistics. Your Google is with you. Use it. Don't be don't be at the larceny of persons who come into the public money domain.
The schools,
lies, and lies. Particularly when they create their virtual reality. With those
so what you are saying is that it is lies.
Believe the lies, and the lies become their new reality.
You are calling it lies. The complaints of your opponents that Edo State has been left in a virtual state, as far as education is concerned, has been left in a virtual state of, in a stationary state. The last meaningful development in that regard goes back to Oshomole's time. You are saying you count all of those as propaganda and lies? Are we still connected?
In the last eight years, in Edo State, call any Edo State person, our civil servants, ask them. We call them 26th of the month. 26th of the month means a lot they show. Mankam, you say 26th of the month. Mankam. That is what we do here. The Edo State government is the only government in southern Nigeria that does not owe a single strand of kobo in salaries. That is the truth. So we cannot now come and be listening to the lies of people who believe that those people don't have internet. Meanwhile, I'm talking to you now, almost on HD, with your live stream coming in from Benin City with robust internet. We are the only ones who still have 18 hours electricity. That is the truth. We are the only ones that have 2, 3 state or PPP, public-private partnership for electric generation. We also sit at the very junction of all gas pipes in Nigeria.
I hear you.
Don't
Dr.
believe
Obaseki.
their hype. Their hype is to steal our